One thing that I have learned that has helped me so much in life is feelings aren't facts. Now, are feelings valid? Absolutely. How you feel about something is very true for you. If you feel angry about a situation, that is true for you. But does it reflect the reality of the situation? It's just a response to the situation. And that is what I've had to come to. This concept has changed so much for me because in the past, I would feel a certain type of way about a situation or something that has happened and took that feeling as truth about the situation. But like I said, feelings and emotions are real. Feelings like sadness and anger and fear, and also feelings of joy and happiness and love, those are all valid as well. But especially sometimes when it comes to love, you feel like it's love, but it ain't. So you have to look a little bit deeper and look at some of the facts and some of the actions and see if that is really the reality of the way that you're feeling. The difference between the two is facts is objective, is measurable. You can see it, it's plain, it's right there. My shirt is a color of orange. That is a fact. How you feel about it does not change the fact that yes, it is orange. Our feelings are based off of our past experiences, our traumas, what we believe. Those all make up how we feel. Our feelings can mislead us, and if we misinterpret them, they can cause so much anxiety and chaos if we don't take hold of the way that we feel. So anxiety, for example, let's say you're anxious about an interview that is coming up. Maybe you feel unprepared, even though you've taken so many hours to prepare. So you start expecting the worst because you're feeling a certain type of way. And that's not true. You're prepared. But you felt in the past that you were prepared and still didn't get the job. So now you have created this feeling around interviews that is not necessarily true. You've had a job before. So that proves that you can do an interview, but you've had an experience before that has shown you something that's made you feel afraid. But it does not mean that you're not capable of going through with the interview. It's just a feeling, and it's a feeling that you need to look into a little bit deeper to see, why am I so anxious about this interview that's coming up, even though I'm prepared? And even with that, it creates self-doubt and inadequacy. Will you know that you are highly capable of doing the thing that you have set out to do? So it just clouds your judgment around the situations, and then you start acting off of that feeling. You go to the interview and then you draw blanks and you say things, you get nervous about it. And it's okay that if you are nervous about things, but your perspective about it can change. And you can change the energy about having this interview and being nervous about it. Instead of having this feeling that it's not going to go right, you can have a feeling that regardless of how I feel right now, I am prepared and I know that I can get this job despite my feelings right now. But I'm not saying ignore the way that you feel. Definitely validate your feelings, but don't run off with them and make them represent the full picture, which is not true. You can be nervous, but you don't have to let that dictate how you feel and act. What's happening is that you're prepared and you're just feeling a little way about it because of something that happened in the past. But you don't have to invalidate how you feel in order to know that it doesn't represent what is going on. Because we want to use feelings as data, not as direction. Just because you feel a certain way in a situation does not mean that's the way to go. You can have had an argument with someone and you're feeling stressed and angry, and this is reminding you of something that has happened before in the past, and now I got to do this to protect myself, when you could have misinterpreted everything that was said. Or maybe everything that was said validated how you felt. In order for you to get to that conclusion, you had to do a little investigation first, because sometimes how you feel can be true about the situation, but we do have to look at what is going on first and dig a little deeper before we make decisions. So there's a few things that my therapist has told me to do that will definitely help with separating facts from feelings and saving you a whole lot of trouble and headache and heartache. Pause and just reflect. Like, take a breath, take a second, just take a second to assess if your emotional reaction is based off of facts or assumptions. That is huge, because sometimes we just get a feeling and we immediately act off of it without taking no kind of seconds, no kind of breath to actually sit with it. And I am big about sitting in your feelings before you start reacting on some things. She also said to ask questions. So questions like, what evidence do I have that supports this feeling? Or am I assuming something negative without any proof? And have I felt this way before? And was it accurate? I feel like those questions help so much when something happens. And there are 3 quick questions that you can ask yourself and then check yourself if you need to. Another thing is ground yourself in reality. Focus on what you know to be true, because the truth is the truth. No matter how you flip it any kind of way, it's gonna always be the truth. So to sum it up, we know that feelings are not factual. We got that part down packed. But we can also train ourselves to separate facts from feelings, and know that doing this does not make you a sucker, does not make you, I'm overthinking, I should just go off of, I feel this and I know this to be true. Feelings and intuition are 2 different things too, and that will be another topic for another day. This can help so much with your mindset, your mental health, your relationships, your decision making. It all will help you to be able to navigate life a little better and not based off of your fleeting feelings. It's a powerful tool to help you be more emotionally intelligent and to help you grow personally. So have you ever had a time where your feelings have clouded your judgment, or you've had a time where you felt a certain way and it ended up not being true to the situation? Or you've had a time where your feelings ended up being true to the situation. So let me know, and I hope that this video has helped you. And if it has in any way, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.